Yeah, I'm gonna be relying more on actually teleporting into enemy ships at this point because my missiles are really low. But this is a bit of a gamble. This particular quest line here. He wants Sanctuary. I'm not sure what the odds are. I want to say 50-50. But if you side with him, you'll either lose a crew member or you'll gain a crew member. So I think in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and offer up the Mantis for a bounty. Because as it is, I'm already at a minimum of crew members. And I really don't want to lose any of the ones that actually have specializations, which is my engine and my captain guy. Okay, that's actually really good, because now I can get, now I can actually have lasers, which is extremely useful. Because then all I have to do is teleport my guys in, try to sabotage their shields. Not as easy as it sounds, but we will try anyway. Keep that for now. There's not much I can do. This is my scrappy solo. Oh, we're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. I think this is another questline that has a high chance for you to lose a crew member. So we're just going to leave him alone. It sucks that they went straight for my doors soon. We're going to try to smoke them out. Oh no. Oh no. Since we're not getting fired on, it's not, you know, imperative that we make sure the shields and stuff stay up. And they make the folly of going into our med bay to fight us. So they pretty much get wrecked.
You're watching Dallas. You're watching Dallas.
I've heard that's a good movie.
Out! Out!
I'm out. You're watching.
Then stop bothering us!
We're in the middle of doing stuff there, bud. Okay, oxygen level, so now we kind of have to take care of that. Oh, of course, I fucking do it too. There's a pretty strong chance I'm going to lose this guy here too, because he's slow as hell. Come on. What the hell? Ooh. Oh, it's because I have too many people there. Oh yeah, well, okay, so that's good. Almost lost him. Just gonna get him in the med bay so we can heal up. You just want to try to make sure between jumps that everything is 100% if possible. because the less problems you have to deal with in an actual difficult fight, the better you are. So we're gonna go for that quest. Not entirely sure what to expect here actually, because I'm kind of new to this. Oh. I wouldn't say I'm kind of new to this, but I'm new to the quest line. But we found another weapon, and it's not really all that useful to me, unfortunately. Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fucking thankful. Oh, that's spectacular. I'll be time to get those. Right?
Yeah. Hold on.
Let's get another chair. I need to remove this stuff. That's alright.
Yeah, this chair broke.
That's spectacular. Alright. Maybe it's time for a short video.
We'll be right back.
Should I just bring a chair?
Yeah, let's bring the chair. Thank you, sir.
Not exactly the most comfortable chair in the world, but it'll have to do for now. It's got better back support anyway. Alright. Need to. We're gonna go ahead and replace the ion. The heavy ion with the halberd beam for now. I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer to invest that scrap on weapons. So it's actually pretty strong. So if you can get that beam to cut across a bunch of rooms, you do so much damage. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility because we have the power for it. Well, we do have the power for it, just don't really want to spend the scrap on it. We do need an extra bar of power so I can actually use the halberd beam. Where are we gonna hit this sector? Free stuff, alright. Fuel, missile, scrap. Drone parts aren't particularly useful unless you're actually running drones. There's a few ships that do run drones. They're not particularly useful, but here to take up a bit impersonator work. Although the dock is technically illegal, it's very important for our trade. We'll pay you in fuel and scrap if you promise to save them. Okay. Cause what? Free stuff.
Hey, that broken show brought us up to 5 euros now.
The broken chair debacle.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to invest in the faster crew teleporter because I lost a crew member because it wasn't recharging cold enough. Of course, that was more my fault than anything else. Invest in better sensors so I can actually see where people are on the enemy ship, which is again useful. Rebel Scout assaulting a compound target. So I have 4 holes here. There's not a whole lot I can do here, unfortunately. So I'm gonna put that extra power into the teleporter, and I'm just gonna send my guys into their weapon turn here. Get him healed up. And send him right back again. Because if I can at least... Yes, I can. Send him right back. Oops. Alright, now they're stuck there. Alright. The outpost hails you. Thank you. I don't know what we did to anger the rebels, but they were ready to kill us. I'll show you our goods and patch our home. Not very useful stuff, unfortunately. Most of the time with the jammer, they're not going to be able to jump away very quick anyway. You'll usually be able to take out their engines or at least stall them in some capacity. So again, not an extremely useful augmentation, so it's better in this case to just keep the scrap. Another thing that you want to be careful of is that you don't leave the system without teleporting your guys back, because then that's a good way to lose them. And of course I can't teleport them back until I get everything all fixed up here. Now that that's fixed up, I can bring them back. making sure everything's fixed over here before I actually move on. We're gonna explore the asteroid field anyway, and get nothing out of it. If you happen to have the fuel for it, it's good to explore a little bit, because you can never have too much scrap and stuff, especially in the early game. Because the more scrap you have, the better off you're gonna be. And see, for the 2 jumps that I made back half of it, half of my fuel expenditure, and I made missiles and scrap. I get 5 missiles for 1 fuel. That's still a pretty good deal, considering how cheap fuel is compared to missile. Well, why not? We need missiles. Missiles are nice. Oh no! Yeah, not too worried about it. Definitely need to be getting fuel again, though. Something revenue. I think in this case I'm gonna go ahead and take the more traditional route and just slaughter them. Alright. That's what, 5 more than we normally have?
Yeah.
Oh, how can you do this? Oh, that's right, because it's a scout. Now that I have a ton of scrap, I need to consider how I want to spend that.
Fuel?
Well, obviously I'd like to turn some of it into fuel, but that's not going to happen. So, I think we need a boost to evasion, so we're going to do that. And I think that's all we're going to do for right now. Because it doesn't make, the person that you have set in, the person that you happen to have set in your engine room doesn't gain EXP unless you avoid attacks. So the higher your evasion is, the better, the more quickly they're going to level up, and you get more evasion out of it if they level up. So, obviously a good deal. And unfortunately I forgot to repair stuff before I got out of there. So now I'm in a little bit of trouble here. So now essentially I need to do my best to neuter them because they're going to take out my shields and wand before I can do anything else about it. Prepare for retreat. Okay. What's this? Sure, why not? Let's go after them. They're assholes anyway. We definitely need to repair the oxygen though before that becomes a problem. And again, this time we're not going to make the mistake of waiting or not repairing everything before we leave. Because there's really no excuse most of the time. Actually, it takes forever. Let's get him back on his station, the Mantis. Definitely need more power, so that way I can at least keep 2 on the med bay, or at least for now. Let's get my guy healed up here. Like, get the shields. Give me time to get the shields recharged. We should be good. There's a store, so that solves our fuel problem, at least temporarily. Now they're transferring their crew to a new, bigger ship. Alright. Not you again. Do you know how much these repairs are going to cost me? Time to take out the big guns. Oh, don't be such a wimp. Again, we're gonna try to smoke them out. Elephants can't hurt their shit now. Alright, so now that we've neutered them, essentially. Aw, they went away again. Damn it. Well, c'est la vie. At least it seems that I suffocated their intruders to death. So that's one way to go about taking care of intruders, is to suffocate them to death. Okay, now we definitely need to go this way. Because we need repairs, and we need fuel. So we're starting with fuel first. We're gonna fix it up. Sell that to get some scrap. Gonna keep them because chances are I'm probably gonna. Not that desperate for scrap. Let's see. Come on out there, bud. Bring yourself into the med bay. They retreated real quick. Okay. We don't want to use too many more missiles here. Well, actually, we don't have a whole lot of choice here. Unfortunately, it's in a med bay. And they're just gonna send their guys back. So, we're just gonna go ahead and kill the whole match. And we got some useful stuff out of it. So. Gonna repair. I try to not to teleport onto, Mantis ships because they are exceedingly powerful and they will overrun you very quickly. Unless you happen to have your own Mantises and they're really good at fighting, there's no reason for you to, jump onto a Mantis ship. It's akin to suicide. Yeah, why not? Let's give them some fuel. We get lots of scrap in exchange for it. I think in this case we're gonna stay out of it. Free stuff, always nice. We're gonna go ahead and use that free stuff and get shield upgrade here, so then we have free shields. Slug Hole Nebula. It gives us an excellent opportunity to unlock the slug ship, actually, so with any luck, we'll get that quest line. Of course, I hate Nebulas, but just made a big score and it's looking to test its new armaments. Function to attack. Oh, I don't know about that one, I don't know that far, but they don't happen to have any anti-missiles, so they're pretty much shit all right. Gotta level up for Alright, we're gonna have to teleport on them because if we don't, we're gonna be in some trouble here, so. Luckily my missile pretty much killed, pretty much killed one of their slugs already. So at this point, now we get to pretty much just sit here and kill them off. And it's pretty much keeping it on them just in case. Eventually we find a prisoner who offers to join the crew. Yay! Yay for extras. So that's actually quite great because now we have 2 Mantises, so now we actually have a boarding party. So we're just going to go ahead and keep this guy in the teleporter for now and have him on standby at all times. We're going to keep my thief guy, my Kazakh, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and keep him in the weapons bay because that's where he's supposed to be. I'm out of missiles, unfortunately. Almost out of fuel as well. Oh, they have a med bay, so good. Okay. This might have to be a fight that I jump away from. Because I have no missiles to shut down the weapons here. And I'm just gonna keep taking damage. So we're gonna go ahead and jump to the store. Because we know we won't be fought there. All of their fuel, fix everything up. Unfortunately, we still have our intruders. On a positive note, we're not going to be fighting. We're not fighting a ship at the moment, so not a huge deal. Plus, I have my mantis to show them a pretty quick work here of these slugs. They're not the best fighters. Still gotta keep an eye out though. Alright, that's a problem. Gotta go fix oxygen. Have everybody working on a project here, I guess. Mantis aren't exactly the fastest repairers in the game, but fortunately, 2 of them equal 1 normal person repairing, so it's not entirely bad. So now that we have everything fixed up, I just want to heal my pilot, because of course she's going to be extremely important. I want her to be able to take hits to the cockpit without dying. I assume it's a her because her name is Aisha, or Aisha. Now that I actually have missiles, I'm going to turn them on Artemis I. Let's go to the next store and rob them of their fuel. False range ship at this beacon disables your door system. Whew. Go ahead and disable my door system. Okay. Yeah, really. Alright, we're teleporting into the med bay here. I was really hoping that we could destroy their med bay before they could get to us, or at least knock it offline, but it looks like that's not going to be the case, so let's go and get my guys out of there. So now I'm going to use missiles to destroy their fucking everything. Of course, now I am out of missiles, unfortunately. But now I can get in there and I can kill them without them healing. So, not a bad deal. Again. Two mantises on one guy, it's fucking brutal, pretty much. Just trying to keep a close eye on their HP here. With the crew dead, you quickly shut off their hacking module and your system return to normal. You strip the ship. It's pretty obvious that, oh, that's not good. Okay. You get better rewards if you happen to take over a ship instead of just destroying it. But I'm jumping back to the store here because I have stuff to take care of. I have these all these fires to put out. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, I might be in trouble here. I can't. I don't have door functions at the moment. Worst of all, I can't even actually, Fuck. Damn it. Okay. Well. Ooh, oxygen's low. That's good. I need to send some people to take care of that. Worst part is that I can't even see if there's any more fire either, because my sensors are down because of that nebula. All I can do at this point is that's a hell of a loss too, because that's a lot of evasion that I lost as a result of that, losing that rocket. It's actually a bit of a shame that they didn't make it that the people couldn't earn EXP just by being in the room watching or something, but not much to be done there, unfortunately. As long as I can keep my boarding party, I should be in good enough shape. I still have the minimum amount that I want to have, so that I have every portion manned. Menace detection. Alright. We do that. Let's see if we can't lead him into, I just have to keep a really close watch on their HP, because if it gets too low, I'm gonna be out of luck. Funny. It's like a damn shame. Oh, don't make this thing. That's why. I really don't want to jump. I really don't want to teleport my guys onto a mantis ship, even if they are mantises. Oh, I fucking died. Nah. Wow, so this should be a crap run. Wow. So, not going so hot. But, at least we've made some progress, even then. Is there a storm outside, or is it them listening to them moving?
I think it's
Yeah.
so one storm in the north.
So now we're fixed up. Now the whole, no, it all kind of culminates now into me trying to beat the boss, which isn't going to end well at all. Because I kind of lost my man this guy. Not very good, to say the least. Because again, as I said, I was hoping to have my boarding party. Have a boarding party, I should say, for the final boss, so now you can see me get wrecked here. I'm gonna go ahead and send the human guy here, because I need to have the evasion at the moment. But that comes with having an actual pilot. Not mistaken. I believe I'm supposed to be sending my guys here this one first. Of course, now I'm about to get wrecked myself. That's important. Well, that didn't end very well. But again, we made some progress by at least getting the Mantis cruising. So that's not so bad. Because then we get a boarding party, and we get a free teleporter too as a result. The Gila monster. That's sexy. Crew movement speed is increased as well. That's always useful. What do you think? Do we have time for another run, or do you think more?
We were on this for like 3 hours, so.
So, how many people we got?
7.
Why stop now, man?
Well, I mean, been over 3 hours because it's stomach soon. I'm not sure when we got it.
Is it?
Well, I wasn't ready earlier.
Oh, okay. Of course, I have no smell at your house. No bars. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, we were streaming for like 2 hours.
Well, you don't want to stream anymore?
I wasn't expecting to stream it.
How long are you supposed to be streaming?
Like, I was thinking I was like 3 hours. And I wasn't expecting
Do you think we shut it down then?
Yeah, shut up for now.
Alright. Well, it was fun. I figure next time we'll run that mantis ship a few times and we'll get to have some fun with that.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.